Hello everybody and welcome to the Bakehouse Kitchen. Today we're just going to do a little unboxing of a couple of items that we've bought that we have found since making bread or starting to make bread that is going to be pretty important and in fact quite vital for us anyway. You may have other ways of doing things, but for us this is, I think, going to be a bit of a game changer.
Yeah, we've noticed that we started this about a week or so ago. I started kneading bread and stuff like that. So yeah. You're a pretty good cook already, and I can knock a fair few different dishes, but bread is a whole new ball game for me.
Yeah, and certainly this sourdough business is a complete science all of its own. So anyway, one of the things that is recommended for when you're baking bread is you have to have something flat to put it on in the oven, and it can be something as easy as a baking sheet that you've turned upside down so there's no lips on it, and we've tried that.
Works okay.
It was okay, but it's quite difficult to get the bread onto it, out of the basket onto it, because we don't have a thing called a peel, which is basically like a big pizza round thing that you sort of shovel it off onto the
yeah. If you've seen bakers in action in their big ovens, they've got those big wooden handled.
So we don't have that at the moment
yet.
Whether we'll get one or not, we're not sure. But anyway, the first thing that we felt we needed, is this, and it's from the Pro Cook shop, and it is.
This is our first unboxing. There'll be quite a few unboxings on the channel from various things, products, etc. We are hoping to put a website together and obviously get you links to all different items, but for now this is just an unboxing for today. Give us time, everybody. We will get this channel up and running as fast as possible.
So the first thing that we think is important is this. It's a pizza stone, but basically what you're doing is the stone obviously sits in the oven and gets hot, and then when you put your bread onto it, it's already hot, so the bottom cooks at the same rate as the top, if you like. So as I said, we've tried with the baking trays upside down and things, and it works, but it's a bit unsteady, if that makes sense. It's a bit tricky, and I don't want to drop it. So for us, this is going to be the thing.
I'd say we've been quite unprepared for a number of items that we need to get, including the fact we couldn't find any loaf tins the other day that we were sure we've got in the lot. Moving 5 times in 6 years does make it a bit tricky to find everything. So we've ordered a few of those as well. So this is just the first of a couple of things that are arriving.
This is the pizza stone.
So obviously, because it's a pizza stone, you can do pizzas on it.
As well as bread.
As well as bread.
And here it is. It basically
it's a lump of stone.
Feels like a terracotta tile. That's what it feels like. It's got little bits on the back to conduct heat. And the really nice thing about this one is it comes with a little rack. A little rack. So you can actually take your stone with you to the table should you wish to.
Sounds good.
So that's the first thing that we thought was really important. So that's our pizza stone.
Okay, so while Kelly's sorting out the next box, I have had a couple of people who've looked up things like these stones, and someone did say the other day that they're snapped in half. And I think it's because they probably put the cold stone into a hot oven. I think it's the sort of thing where you have to put them in the oven and let them warm up gradually.
And this one has actually got a guarantee on it of, I think, a few years, I thought I read. I'll have to check it out, but I know it came with a guarantee. So the other thing that we've had great fun with, or John's had great fun with.
This is for me, and I'm still unsure whether this one is right or not, but we'll find out.
Is our work surfaces.
We're going to quickly show you.
Sorry, I just boxed them.
Our work surfaces, which is where I basically make dough.
Yeah.
Or I knead dough.
It's
rough.
It is rough. It's
yeah,
not a smooth one. It looks marbly, but it's not. It's just an ordinary sort of bog standard cheap one, probably. But
yeah, we didn't have this kitchen fitted. It's already here. So
when you're trying to knead dough, it sticks to the work surface. And I mean really sticks.
We will be explaining this, but I'm still struggling with kneading dough. There are lots of ways of doing it. I'm trying to work out a new way of doing it from when I used to do I can't even say it now, it's so confusing. I used to do it a different way when I was a kid, but we are now using Richard Burtonet's ideas and Richard Burtonet's techniques, and it's so different, but it works and it's amazing. However, dough is still sticking to the table a little bit. So this is what I hope will be successful and stop it happening, although I am concerned that this is not big enough. I'm a bit liberal with the way I throw things about.
This is a granite or marble. There we go.
Wow.
Slab. There we go.
That's good. Super
It's
smooth.
super smooth.
Yeah.
And it's nice and cool. So not only hopefully will it be good for bread, it will also be good for pastry. And I've not made pastry for ages, but I do love making pastry, so I definitely will be using it for that.
And I've got hot hands, which is another issue.
And John will be using it for the bread. Obviously, he's worried that it's not big enough that way, but I've sort of said, well, you can always turn it that way.
Yeah, when you see this technique in action, I would suggest actually you look on Richard Burtonet's pages on his website and his Instagram, because the guy is an absolute magician when he does this stuff, and it is like being a magician. It's like seeing a magician. You see guys that can deal cards and they can super speedy and they can just shuffle stuff, and he does it with dough. I mean, but so you'll be seeing me tempt really bad versions of it, but whether that's big enough, I don't know. I'm just worried it's going to fly all off the sides.
Well, if not, then we're going to have to go to somewhere like a stone merchant who
get
may have like an offcut of marble or something.
Which I'm sure is what people do. We got this one from John Lewis, didn't we?
This one's from John Lewis.
Yeah, obviously with the lockdown, there's a lot of issues of getting things.
That's
so
the problem.
we're doing our best
We're in
here.
lockdown, so we're trying to do things online. So those two items, our marble slab and our pizza stone, are two of the essential things that we're using to make our bread from the book called Crust, which is specifically, or quite a lot, quite honestly, about sourdough.
Yeah, there are other books, and we will discuss those books at some point, and we're probably going to do a giveaway as well.
We absolutely are.
Just want this channel to grow as fast as possible, and you're all doing fantastically by joining already. But like we said, there were lots of giveaways and things. We're going to start with a Richard Burtonet book. We're going to decide tonight which one.
Yeah.
And we'll give you a little competition in the next few days, probably.
Yeah. So keep tuning in. That's it for today. Welcome to the kitchen, as we said. It's all nice and clean and tidy, ready for you all.
Yeah, that was fun. That was yesterday. I mean, this is a normal house. So it normally has things like bags of crisp in the corners and, just average usual stuff. There is a little loaf of cheap bread over there. We need to turn this into a film set as well.
Which would be interesting in a tiny little kitchen.
We're doing our best.
We are. Anyway, thanks for coming along. See you again really soon. Bye for now.